Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Creative Healing Podcast. I'm your host, Grant Davis. Get used to hearing this voice because I'm about to do a lot of what I do best, talk your ear off. I am a Northern Nevada-based artist, actor, vocalist, writer, teacher, mental health advocate, as well as an eternal badass. I really like being hyphenated. My goal as a host is to connect with other local creatives and help take part in the current dismantling of the stigma around mental health. I sincerely believe in the healing power of creativity. I've been performing for a little over 15 years of my short 25 years of life. I've humbly been able to have the opportunity and been given the opportunity to work on national television shows. I signed with a major record label at 15. I starred as a lead in a feature film that premiered all over the globe. And I've also worked with the industry's best in regards to training and production. And yet, through all of that, I still found myself floundering. During those pivotal years, I was diagnosed with clinical depression, anxiety disorders, and eventually bipolar. Each time I felt close to success in managing my mental health, I somehow found myself trapped again, as so many of us with mental health conditions do. My mental health journey had climaxed in August of this year when I texted several family members and friends to say goodbye, in the honest desire to finally end the pain. The pain did not end though, at least not in the way that I thought it would. I made the choice to continue to live that day in August. I was living in Los Angeles at that time, and I made the life-changing decision to return home to Carson City, Nevada. Since I have returned home, I have managed to find somehow my way out of the depraved hell-like chasm I was living in, and finally freed myself enough to build the life that I want and we each deserve. My family, my friends and comrades, my professional support team, and my best friend, my mother, shout out to Angela Davis, all took massive parts in my healing process and all managed to hold me within their embrace at one point or another, no matter how high or low that point was. I am endlessly blessed and privileged by the incredible people in my life, and I want to recognize that that is not always the case when it comes to other mental health journeys. So I also sit in prayer for those who manage to find their way through the darkened woods on their own. A support team is vital for a mental health patient. But there was one additional component that turned the gears in my favor. My deep passion for teaching the craft of acting, my form of creativity. As I moved slowly through my healing practice, I began to notice the tender reflections between what I was learning with my therapist and the rest of my professional team and what I wanted to teach in my classes. Getting present, becoming aware of your breath, self-discipline and emotional self-reliance, connection to the body, self-reflection, the power of vulnerability, the importance of fun, trusting in others, and most importantly, learning to trust in yourself. These qualities and abilities are all things we strive towards, right? But there are also attributes for nearly every form of creativity. The painter must have the self-discipline to paint every day. The cinematographer must trust their instincts when looking through their lens. The dancer must have a grounded relationship with the body, and the actor must certainly find the way to the present in order to live truthfully in their imaginary world. If I am a good teacher, I may be guided to help them develop as artists. But if I'm an impactful teacher, I will show them through our creativity. We may also find the potential it has to help us live a more gratifying life. Every day, Reno becomes more of a thrilling, blossoming, sexy, artistic, creative environment than it was the day before. And every day within that environment, more thrilling, blossoming, sexy, artistic creatives move into its boundaries. If you know any that are interested, send them my way. Your boy's hella single. Like any good actor, I want to play a role in that creative revolution. What is my role in that revolution? Well, let's just say that I'm not sure if my screenwriter has done the scripting of that part yet. I choose to write in the sand, in that whatever I may do or believe reflects the moment I am living in, and may change within each passing moment. In this moment, I want to be the cliche millennial podcaster with lofty goals of changing a small part of the world with the power of creativity. So, dear listener, dear creative listener, if any of my journey or ambitions tenderly strum across the strings of your heart, or if you desire to dip your paintbrush into the community space between artistry and mental health, and yes, I recognize that both of those were mad cliche and a little bit obnoxious. Nonetheless, please subscribe. Tune in next week where I will be interviewing another artist who, like you and I, believes in the power of creative healing.